Welcome back. As we head into the final stages of the presidential campaign, our friends at National Review decided to take a look back at this crazy election year and all the problems Hillary Clinton has encountered. Take a look.
One.
Hey, today is the one-year anniversary of our campaign.
You know?
So if you knew you were probably going to run for president, why leave yourself open to that attack by taking these large speaking fees on Wall Street?
I didn't know. Number one.
Everybody knew.
Well, I'm glad you did.
But we came out of the White House not only dead broke, but in debt.
I'm not, I have no idea. That's why we turned it over.
You were in charge of it. You were the official in charge. Did you like the service?
What, like with a cloth or something?
I don't know.
That was a mistake. I'm sorry about that. I take responsibility.
You're willing to say it was an error in judgment. You should have apologized.
No, I'm not willing to say it was an error in judgment.
Pesky media, who's really crawling up and under that skin of mine. Camera 2, zoom in.
You were against same-sex marriage. Now you're for it. You defended President Obama's immigration policies. Now you say they're too harsh. You supported his trade deal dozens of times. You even called it the gold standard. Now suddenly last week you're against it. Will you say anything to get elected?
I have survived everything that's been thrown at me.
Tell your family it's a terrorist attack, but not the American people. You can tell the president of Libya it's a terrorist attack, but not the American people. And you can tell the Egyptian prime minister it's a terrorist attack, but you can't tell your own people the truth. Here's what I think's going on.
Did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material.
Today, the State Department acknowledged that Hillary Clinton's private, unsecured email server contained national security information that has now been deemed too sensitive to make public.
Maybe it was a different kind of calculation, and we didn't lose a single person.
The reporters outside running around crazy look pretty silly. Politicians like to make our business look silly.
Stop the violence against us.
Well, if that is
conversation that push back.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Also respectfully.
Yeah. Well, respectfully, if that is your position, then I will talk only to white people about how we are going to deal with a very real problem.
Thanks for the endorsement, Bill. Took you long enough.
Sorry, Hillary. I was running on CP time. That's not...
Oh, I get it. I get it. You see, the joke is Bill de Blasio saying he's late, like black people always are, and Hillary saying she doesn't want to be president.
Music in.
Running for president is a tough job. As you saw there, Hillary has had some real challenges. Let's talk about it now, and to do so, we are pleased to welcome in three noted panelists. Joining me here at the anchor desk is investor and best-selling author James Dale Davidson, and also with us, the gentleman you see at 4 p.m. Eastern every afternoon here on Newsmax, our good friend Howie Carr, The Howie Carr Show, and via Skype, the CEO of Change Up Media, Ben Weingarten. Gentlemen, we've got 5 minutes, got to get to this very quick, but James, as you watch that compilation of what was going on with Hillary, what comes to mind?
What comes to mind to me is that they left out some of the best clips they could have put on that show her in what seemed to be Parkinson's fits, or perhaps she has vascular dementia, or she could be suffering from levodopa-induced ischemia. All of these things are evident. When she collapsed in 9/11, she was wearing Zeiss Z1 anti-seizure sunglasses, which are only worn by people who have severe neurological problems to avoid having seizures.
Well, it's out there. The health problems are right there. Ben Weingarten, will the health problems prove to be the major political problem for Hillary Clinton in 2 months' time at Election Day?
JD, thanks for having me. I don't know that the health problems will be the central problem, but I do think they play into a narrative which works seriously to Donald Trump's advantage, and that is that he projects strength. He projects someone who's not afraid to be politically incorrect, to speak hard truths, and most of all, for a muscular, robust, American national interest focused set of policies. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, in appearing physically weak, in addition to the policies that she supported, which have led to a world that is on fire on the international stage, plays right into Donald Trump's narrative.
Howie, Carr, let me turn from health to polling. According to a Purple Slice Bloomberg Politics poll, among likely voters with annual household incomes in excess of $100,000, more of the voters are now going with the Democrat, Hillary Clinton. It's still close, 46 to 42%. Scarcely dramatic, although it is a reversal of what we saw in 2012 with Mitt Romney. Any way to account for that? What are your audiences telling you, Howie?
Well, JD, I think there really is a hidden vote for Donald Trump out there. I think a lot of people who are especially in the higher income brackets, they somehow sense that it's unfashionable, politically incorrect to be for Donald Trump. I mean, look at the the pounding that Matt Lauer has taken for being fair in that forum last week. Look at Jimmy Fallon is just polite to him in late night, and he takes a pounding from the media. And I think people read these accounts and they say, well, I'm not going to say who I'm for either. You know, JD, I noticed something yesterday. You and I have both lived in North Carolina, and I saw that Hillary Clinton in a swing state, North Carolina, very tight race this year. She canceled a huge fundraiser that she had in, of all places, Chapel Hill. I mean, I don't know what that's all about. Chapel Hill? I mean, that's the one place that she should be hanging out to till the last dog dies, as they used to say.
Yeah,
I mean,
and we should note you went to
North
school
Carolina.
there in Chapel Hill, so you knew the leftist, but you grew up the right way conservative. I was down the road in Raleigh. Yeah, right. And this continues to come back to that health question that James Dale Davidson mentioned earlier. But JD, let me just ask you this. The economic question we were looking at, that polling showing the $100,000 households now switching to Hillary. What is that telling us?
Well, I think there are two things that could be said. I think we already heard one very lucid explanation, which is that a lot of people don't tell the truth to pollsters because they know what the politically correct answer is and what they're supposed to say. But I'd say this, I look around the country, I don't see any yard signs for Hillary Clinton. In South Florida, at this time in the 2012 presidential election, Obama yard signs were everywhere. I haven't seen a single one.
So anecdotally,